Alrighty, so welcome everybody to either session 21 or session 16. How is everybody doing tonight? More importantly, what the fuck? Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Okay.
we're so back.
We're so back, except for the
Yeah.
parts of my body that it's so over for, which is most of them.
Well,
But
we'll worry
D
about
and
that
D
later.
wise, D&D wise, I'm so back.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
Unfortunately, we don't have very many people tonight. As we are missing, as a lot of people are not able to make it tonight, but hopefully should at least make it around later in the session. At the least I hope, because I'd prefer if a lot more people were here today, but you can't have everything. All right, so with that, I'm fixing up a bit of the stream for some reason. There's a little issue. But with that, where did we leave off last session? For those that were here, the two people that were here.
Alright, I don't think I can do it in the voice right now because my throat is a little shot, but
Fair.
last we left off, we were attacked by some Tiamat cultists, and by attacked I mean slightly harassed and then entirely got obliterated. They did not last very long. Motherfuckers attacked the gathering of the most powerful warriors in the country. But we spared one, questioned them about all the Tiamat shit, and then convinced them that we and the Tiamat are currently fighting the same enemy, and that there might be ways to to where both our goals are met.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spot on so far.
Oh, and also, I guess this is the session before, but Jupiter was Zeus. Who would have guessed it? And he killed Pluto.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Anyone know the Revivify spell?
You'd think someone here would, right?
Not me.
I'm just talking about in the party, like the whole fucking party of renowned warriors.
Yeah.
You know, no.
It's okay. I'm sure we'll find someone who knows how to cast Raise Dead eventually.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, that was the last session as the kind of party came to an abrupt end as you all were attacked by heralds of the Tiamat, and after successfully convincing one of the Githyanki soldiers that you had left alive to try to commune with other heralds and potentially try to find a way to negotiate a sort of partnership with the Tiamat. How fruitful or how futile that may be will come into play later on. But that whole subplot is sidelined right now. Because right now, we are about to. Right now, we left the last session off as as the sun was rising on a new day. And a new day it is for the end of the world. Not the end of the world, but the end of probably not the end of Ilios, honestly. But we
This
shall
doesn't go well.
we shall certainly see. With that, Kryn, at the beginning, towards during this conflict, I will make a small adjustment to something I had said in the previous sessions. When you were first given your given your commission, do you know those little any of you guys have one of those restaurants that when you're on a wait list they'll give you a little device and it'll like beep when you are next in line to get a seat
I am
to get a table.
intimately
Yeah.
familiar with them. I've been using them all week. The $20 walk bowls, use them.
Well, the dragonborn enchanter that had taken your commissions gave you all these little tablets, and as the combat had started with the Githyanki, you all feel those little tablets like buzz to life, and then just instantly in like a little small flash, your items just get swapped out for these for the tablets, and are now and you all had the items that you now have. I've given you your stat sheet. It should be on Roll20. On Roll20, a little handout in the items folder. But you all have your individual items. Wish people were here to showcase it, but it's fine. But but
Don't
Crit, you're
worry,
here.
I
You can
think
show.
my-
What did you get? What did you get? Crit?
I got a sparkly ring.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yes, it is a ring that I specifically worded it in a certain way too. I don't know if you caught that.
It's nice.
It is a ring
I
that
like it.
gives you free spell slots, and you can cast spells through the ring when you're attuned to it. But the ring does not have to be on your person for you to be able to cast spells through the ring. So you
Yeah.
can give it to other people and cast like self-targeted spells towards that person wearing the ring.
That's
Oh,
cool as fuck.
How long does it take to attune to an item again?
It takes a
Short rest, I
like a short
believe.
rest. You would definitely have the time to do
Okay.
so. You wouldn't be able
Oh,
to
okay,
attune to it
cool.
for the combat with the Githyanki.
Okay.
That would, but you would
Probably.
definitely be able to attune to it after the fact, when everybody kind of disperses from the gala event to prep for tomorrow morning.
Okay, so after this fight, or did that fight already happen?
The Githyanki fight had already happened. That happened in the last session.
Okay.
Fight is a strong word.
Fight,
Yeah.
fight, quote unquote, more like slaughter.
Scuffle, maybe.
I don't know what they were
Minor
thinking.
scuffle. There were
Just-
werewolves, there were dragons,
then,
there
like-
were slimes, there was
It's
Medusa.
just been
uh,
10 cultists to the cultivation of all of this
Just fucking
country's
10
warriors.
Githyanki cultists came crashing down and were like, "We would like you to surrender." Aha!
Fucking
just, just bitch slapped basically.
3 of us beat like 3 of them when we were like level 3.
I forgot to add
Yeah.
sneak attack to any of those attacks too.
I actually don't know. Did you guys ever actually fight those things? I'm pretty sure Dimitri
I'm
just sent them
pretty-
off to Silva.
No, I'm pretty sure they eventually got back, or at least some of them did, and then we had to fight some because I remember the Seeker Arrow taking one out. Like,
Oh,
We
I gotcha.
We had to use them for a puzzle, so they came back
oh
completely.
yeah, we needed their corpses.
Okay, but yeah, so it is the morning of the. I'm gonna actually close this out just because I know I can now that I believe all of the turns are here except for your guys' turns, which you will roll when we get started. But I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna close that out. And why don't we just get things right and rolling? First of all, does anybody want to do anything during the time you have in between the end of the gala event and the next morning? Aside from
I
the new items.
I definitely resummon Seeker with the Find Familiar.
Okay.
Other than that, not really much I can think of.
Okay.
Do
Not
I
with
know
without
of a,
money, that is.
Do I know of a time I could get a hold of my father without my mother being around?
You could probably find the time.
That's good.
I've come up with a new conspiracy theory. Your mother is Scylla.
That, damn.
That would be
I mean, honestly,
cool as
if that's
hell.
true, it'd be so sad that she's my mom.
Uh-huh. But also the funniest thing is
That's
it
all
would
I
have
gotta say
like
about it.
she could have just immediately blew up the entire event just by
Well, I mean,
returning to
yeah.
her normal form. Just fucking she's big enough that that entire event would have been flattened underneath of her just grandeur and size if she had just gone from human form to immediately grown into Scylla. But yes, you can certainly find a time in which you are able to pull Tithonus, your father, aside without the eyes of Aurora.
Good. Who knows how those eyes are anymore? Um, okay, so I find my father without Aurora being around. Really want to make that very clear. If she's
Okay.
around, I'm fucked.
Okay.
More
Okay.
or less.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Father, can I speak to you for a moment?
Oh yeah. Yes, of course. Um,
I
is this a discussion you want your mother in as well, or?
Oh no, that's fine. It's actually, it might be about her. Has she been acting strangely over the past few days, weeks, however long I've been?
Well, she's always been a very calm and collected person. Not really,
Of course.
not really something out of the ordinary. The combat didn't seem to really phase her, but it didn't really seem to phase a lot of people. But
Yeah, I'd hardly call it a combat. But
accurate.
all right. Yeah, I maybe I've just been on the road too long. Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everything
Thank
okay?
you. Yeah. Big battle tomorrow. A little frazzled. It's fine.
I see.
Not the end of the world.
Okay.
Not yet, anyway.
Well,
Yes.
all right.
The end of
thank
the
you.
world before the end of the world before the end of the world can be quite jarring.
the end of the world.
I know. I understand.
The end of our world is the end of the world, the planet, versus the end of the universe.
Yeah.
And I do want to say that I do want to say that I know that I have been very against your contributions towards this, mainly due to the just because I care for you and I worry for you, but I am genuinely proud of all that you have accomplished and all that you have done with you and your compatriots. It's really admirable, and it is going noticed. But I'm sure you have somewhere else to be right now, so I will leave you to that.
Thank you. Thank you. Will I see you tomorrow or?
Yes, I will certainly be there tomorrow.
Well, good luck. Be safe.
You as well. I hope to see you, I hope to at least be somewhere nearby. But if not, then I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Okay?
I head off.
And the two of you disperse. Is there anything else that you or is there anything Beth you would like to do before?
Not really, no.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot about one final thing. I'm sure that's gonna be a recurring trend, but I forgot about another thing that I was supposed to finish before. But all right. So you all slowly wait for the inevitable. It seems to pass by so immensely slow, this time that it takes, as you all are waiting, anticipating for this oncoming fight. Eventually, though, the sun rises on the horizon of Selos, and you find yourself amongst a mass crowd waiting for the inevitable to appear on the horizon, as we will get straight into it by getting you guys on the map.
Let's get on this map. Oh, it's all. Oh,
You will need to go down a lot and to the side a lot, because the proportions are 600
Yeah.
by 400 grids.
I can't
What is
even
that?
scroll out.
No, you cannot. You have to go. You will have to scroll. You will not be able to get the full map on the screen at one time. But it's like everybody is on the. I don't know if you guys still need help with finding exactly where the harbor is, but it's at the very bottom, and it's like center of the map.
I've found it.
All right.
Did we get specific instructions on this battle or anything?
It aside from so you have been informed that House Elintrikend is going to be is going to be reserved for Uruk, at just a secondary defense, and the dragons are specifically requested to target Scylla, while all the other soldiers and fleets are to target Zeus and the infantry that he has. But the rest is up to you. You can see, even as the morning comes, you all are notice that there is a small bit of mist and like a little fog kind of building up slowly. It starts as just a small layer on the water, but as the sun rises, you can see off in the very far distance, you can see a large fog emerge, creeping closer and closer to Selos. You can hear the small distant sounds of thunder ring through the air, targeted specifically from the fog, but you don't see any lightning. You don't see any enemies in the fog. You don't see anything through the thicket. Even with dark vision, which should help you with seeing through the fog, it's not you still aren't able to. Your vision doesn't seem to be able to penetrate this fog. You know what's coming. There's no roll needed. You can imagine that they're hiding their approach in the fog. And you can tell that around you there are other people that can definitely tell that they are aware about the storm, of what's in the storm. Where all would you like to position yourselves for this combat, as you can find yourselves at the center of the harbor? God, I love this map. I love Roll20, where it zooms in, where it'll zoom in and then shoot me off in a completely different direction when it actually loads in the map. Anyways, you all are at the on the wall. I actually would like to direct your attention to the very right side of the map as well, because we are implementing a small mechanic that I showed off before, but now you guys can actually see the most relevant version of the Z chart. as this
Hey,
Z.
who's this guy?
Way up there.
Hey, who's this guy named Charon?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What guy?
Who's that guy?
What guy?
Where'd he go?
What's he doing way up there?
What guy?
What was that he was riding? Big skeleton guy
You
named
can-
Styx?
I will put one of them back onto the map because you do in fact see one of these people. This is one of them. This is a member of the Asphodel Syndicate. You see joining alongside the members that you had seen before, that being Thanatos, Sethic. You can see a humanoid. You could see like a not very humanoid. As you can tell, there's a very undeathly nature to him. You can see that he is not human. He is a construct. It is a skeleton made of stone with all of these kind of embroidery around him. You don't recognize the nature of this creature other than the fact that he is kind of just a big humanoid stone golem. But he definitely looks appealing. But he is definitely seems to be at least on the same side as the Asphodel Syndicate, as you can see them kind of like grouped together at a certain point.
Good. Because that was a big dragon.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Surely they will not turn on us at any point for any
No.
reason. I mean, why would they? Zeus killed like that dude, so.
That never happens.
But just so that everybody is aware how the Z chart works, there are different lines on the map that signify the different levels at which certain surfaces are. At the very bottom of the line, you could see the blue line, which is the water level of the map. You could see the brown level right above it is the ground level / the harbor level. So all of the docks are at this level. The next line up is the level at which all of the main decks are of all of the different ships. We're just going to use the same line for both of the ships just for consistency, even though they are still like two different ships. And this gray line here is the wall that surrounds Selos at the moment. That red line, I will leave up to your imagination until I tell you what it is.
Oh.
Something tells me.
something. Put it on that Sherlock brain of yours. But yeah,
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. But yes. So with that, I return your attention back to the center of the map, the bottom center of the map, as I ask once again, how would you like to position yourselves in terms of where you are on the map?
Before we get to that, I'd like to give Corinne and Erud two necklaces that have 3 pawns on them as little pendants.
Oh, okay. So that is 3 of your 8 pawns, correct?
Yeah, or 3 of 8 to each, so 6.
Yeah.
Then I'm also wearing 2.
2. Okay. I thought you had given Splint a pawn at some point, but I might have been wrong.
I gave him a knife. That was a
A
few
knife.
sessions back.
Oh, a knife. Okay.
What is it?
It is Rory's magical item. It is going at I believe, I'm not entirely sure of how it works, but it's going to but however it is activated, it will give you a boost to your AC.
I'll just
Oh,
copy
cool.
and paste the text in the chat.
How many did you
Perfect.
say?
3.
You have-
So boost your AC by 3.
Yeah, you have 3 pawns around your neck. And
Okay.
Random just posted the description of said pawns in the description right there. Okay. I was just making sure it's not a bonus action to activate them. But no. Okay. So they are already activated. So for the time being, you do have a +3 to both of your ACs. I would request that you keep track of that, and I do believe yes. Until either destroyed, if a pawn prevents an attack from landing, the pawn is struck. Okay. So yeah. How much health did I give these things?
I think it was my proficiency bonus. So
Okay.
3.
So each pawn has 3 health, and if they prevent an attack from hitting you, they are damaged for that amount of damage that you take. And if they drop to 3 hit points, you lose that AC they give you. But it's 3 HP per pawn, so a total of
Does the damage like roll over? So say like one enemy did like 11 damage. Would that go 3, 6, 9?
That would take out all
pawns
3
and damage me.
That would take out all 3
points?
pawns, but would not damage you.
It takes out all 3?
Okay.
Dang. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, all right. So with that, so now you have your pawns. What next?
I'd probably want to get. Is there a way like to get on top of the wall?
Yeah, you can see that there are people already positioning themselves along the wall, placing themselves. You can see a lot of the dragons are waiting patiently up on the wall. Most of the council is as well.
Yeah, Aaron would get on top of this wall right about here.
Okay.
Now we have an issue.
Okay.
There's a lot of water. And canonically, Rory can't swim.
I love that the original concept for Sardonia, the very first concept of Sardonia, I started with my idea of it being a pirate themed campaign. You are so lucky that has not come up ever until this very moment.
I mean, it came up earlier. I just sank to the bottom to get to that library because I can hold my breath longer than anyone else.
I will also point out you still have the red wyverns.
Unfortunately, would that be animal handling checks?
Not to fly them. You've been flying them before. You still have. They are the same wyverns that you've been flying all throughout Uruk, and that you flew to Selos. They're still with you.
Yeah, but we weren't the ones flying them.
You can always have Junji and Leif be the ones maneuvering them. I don't think they'd be able to do anything else in this combat unless they were going to get really up close and personal.
Like a boarding party?
It would sure suck if they died because they were flying us around.
Good lord. Okay, so...
I can fly on my own, so I don't need one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hitch a ride with Junji.
Alright. Leif is actually going to... I forget where the jagged teeth are in this. I think that was one of the few people that I actually didn't get to. Shit. Leif is just going to be is actually just going to be joining the galleons where all the normal militia are at the moment. But yeah. So Junji and Rory are on the back of one of the wyverns, Erud is on the wall. Kryn, I would also like to ask if you would be able to maneuver where the rest of Group 6 is. And subsequently, can I ask, Brenham, if you could place Violet wherever you think
Yeah.
Violet would work best?
I don't think I've seen Violet fight yet.
I don't
Or
think we
Violet.
have.
No. And I forgot about her item again.
We have
It's not going to come up because I imagine she's
Yeah.
not going to be coming to this battle drunk. So it's not going to be worth anything.
I mean,
Well, given
when
what we've
else
seen
would
so
she?
far,
I thought the whole point was that whenever she's not around, she's just blackout drunk.
You do you do also have your boy Romanov as well.
Okay, cool.
Alexander
I think,
Romanov, King of Anastasia.
yeah. Titus and Ionira will probably go on Ghost.
Okay.
And then, do we have access to another wyvern, or just?
You can definitely ask for another wyvern, yeah.
I think Nox would go. Maybe see if he could have his own, and then me and Splint would ride on Romanov.
Do you think Nox would actually want to be on a wyvern?
I don't know, but I feel like all three of us on Romanov would make it hard for us to do things.
I understand. I got you. All right. So
Because, well,
Titus and
me
Ionira.
and Splint are both like long range stuff,
Mhm.
and
Nox
Nox
can
isn't.
just take
So
the wyvern that they are not using at the moment.
okay. And then, if restrains later, I'll just claim deniability, and I wanted you to be able to do whatever the fuck you wanted, and don't complain to me.
What? Okay.
yeah, Violet would probably, or fucking Violet would probably just ride on whichever wyvern fucking Leaf was on, and probably stay near the back, providing like support.
Okay, so Nox and Violet are on this, or Violet are on the same, are now on the same wyvern. Sorry, where'd you say Splint was gone?
With me on the queen or king.
Okay. All right. And where are you guys positioning yourselves prior to combat? In term, you guys are on the wyverns, but now, like Rory, where would you like to position your and Junji's wyvern prior to the attack?
Right there isn't a bad place, really. Just getting
Okay.
ready to fly out when we actually know what we're looking at.
Mhm.
Maybe further on the docks. How fast are these guys?
They have a flying speed of 40 feet.
I see. And would this count as my mount? For
Why
the
do you
sake of
ask?
spell effects.
For the sake of spell effects.
Like if I, yeah.
I'll say sure. I don't know what spell
Okay.
effects you mean. What spell effects are part of a mount? Include a mount?
Haste, the
Okay.
start of the unstride.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah,
That's the
you
only
would be
two.
able to
Okay.
be considered a mount. Beth, where would you like all your three peeps to go? You got Romanov, you got Ghost, and then you got the Wyvern.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know. Just wherever everybody else is.
Okay.
Chris
Just
is
gonna
not very battle experienced.
move. Welcome to the overworld.
What
Now you're going to war.
strategy if we knew
That just be how it is sometimes. All
it?
right. So
Mhm.
you all. Let's go here, here, and I'll move Gilgamesh out of the way. He'll go. He'll place himself as close as he fucking can without actually like being in the air. He's gonna be all the way on the fucking tip of the head ship. Just because I think it makes the most sense for Gilgamesh. There you go. No? Alright, there we go. Alright, so.
I think I'd also just fucking precast my elemental gift for my fly speed before the combat even starts because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. I would refrain from doing that just yet because there is going to be a small amount of time that goes by just before
Will
we
do.
get things started.
They are
But
pretty
all
far
right.
away.
So, you all are on the.
Let's see if I have them.
Is this where everybody would like to be at the start of for when combat gets a rolling? All right. I'm just getting a thumbs
Yep.
up from. I'm getting a thumbs up from Dimitri. I got 3 yeses. All right. With that, you all position yourselves along the wall and await. As you can see, that there are that Shamash growing a little bit impatient, sends small scout familiars out into the fog to try to scan out the battle or the arrangement of this fleet that is supposedly hiding in there. And the familiars are all kind of reporting. The familiars all seem to be part of a hive mind as there's a bunch of them just scattered about, kind of just randomly reporting shit that other familiars are seeing. But it's a load of nothing. They are not having the best time being able to actually see anything. And they aren't able to really see where Scylla, where Zeus, where any of the galleons are. Until the familiars
sorry,
start
before
calling
you
out.
started, I have cast mage armor on myself?
You can do that.
Okay, just wanted to make it known
Smart.
before you
I'd
started the
refrain
combat.
from doing it just yet. How
Well,
long is
mage
mage armor?
armor-
Mage armor lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Go for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just wanted
and-
to make it known. That was before.
You're fine.
Okay.
As the familiars report on a lot of nothing, eventually you hear something. The familiars start calling out that there is a single ship making its way through the fog. It is small, manned by one person, humanoid. They aren't able to see, but it's very small. And as you await and stare out into this fog, eventually, the ship breaks through the fog. And I'd like perception checks from specifically Dimitri and Brenham.
All right.
Oh my god.
Since I might as well, I'm going to use Kenku Recall to give myself advantage on this.
Okay, that's 2 12s. And a fucking 8.
Well, it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about
The
I'll keep
cataracts
it.
are acting up.
You
This isn't
you
the
start
time.
seeing this ship come into view. It's a small ship. You've probably seen, at least in the archives, you've seen what Iliad galleons look like. This is not it. The ship looks familiar, but you can't get a glimpse at where exact. You can't get a glimpse at
It's
at
Cusco's
who
ship.
is, huh?
It's Cusco's ship. I knew he'd come.
Oh
You
my
can't
god.
get a glimpse as
Cusco.
to who is manning this ship. As the familiars all cry out, it's a civilian ship. It's
I
not.
know it.
It's not an enemy.
Let's go! I'm so hyped.
Go,
Okay.
As
go, go.
eventually, as it closes in, apparently the familiars are trying to tell it to quickly get into the harbor and dock on the harbor
Let's
as it
go!
slowly makes its way in. As it slowly makes its way in, and as it does, uh, Dimitri, you are the first to see this small Kuotoa on at the steering wheel.
Let's fucking go!
Making its way down
Let's
the down the harbor as it's slowly trying to make its way and dock on the ship on the harbor.
Cusco, there's a fucking battle going
Let's
on. You can't do this right now. You can't do this to me.
Do you all do anything in response to Cusco?
I don't know who the fuck that is, so no.
Blow to
Fucking-
smithereens.
Aaron's
Yeah,
just
I
going.
cast fireball on their shit. No.
Aaron's just going to use an action to use my fucking far scribe invocation because he is one of the 3 people I have in my book right now. Oh,
Okay. Hey, Reese.
you've
Hey!
joined just in time for the funny fish man.
Funny.
Cusco.
You are just in time because combat is about to get started. Would anyone quickly like to recap Reese as to everything that he's missed?
Oh, I feel like we just did. Cusco.
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 I put you on your
Reese, are you
own
with us?
wyvern so you would have atomical control over your character. You're welcome. Wink, wink.
Reese, are you with us? We can't hear you if you're speaking.
No, he hates me.
Oh boy. My heart is racing right now.
Because of Cusco?
He might be
Yeah,
driving
because of
home
Cusco.
from work.
And because of,
Uh,
Cusco. That is the main issue, is Cusco.
This is the worst time for Cusco.
Yeah,
to come.
Cusco showing up
I'm gonna
is
be
just
honest.
an excuse for Iris to kill him.
Brenham, what are you
we all
up
know this.
to? What did you say you were getting?
I'm gonna use my fucking far scribe invocation to cast sending on him and just hold on, let me count this out. Cusco, great to see you. Maybe not the best time. Get in the city, grab a weapon, guard the inner walls. I think that's fucking 21.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. Now I know we're gonna survive this fight. Cusco, however,
You don't get a response.
Oh? Oh no, they
Junji-
fucking mind controlled Cusco.
Junji, we gotta fly out to Cusco.
You're flying out to Cusco?
Yeah, I'm letting Junji know. This is a good friend of ours. We gotta get to Cusco.
Okay.
What if it's not Cusco?
Oh, it's Cusco.
Well, like it could be disguised.
No one would do that. Iris wouldn't
No
do
one
that
would
to
do
us.
that. It's Cusco. It's the only. I
Okay.
recognize that ship. Anyway.
You are so
It's Cusco.
Junji and Rory are flying out to the ship. What's everyone else doing?
I'd probably send Seeker in to like watch.
Okay. So you now have
I stay
so
put.
Dimitri, you and Junji are accompanied by Erud Seeker. Kryn, what'd you say? You're just gonna watch?
Stay put, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna love him.
So with your
Put
flying
a ship
speed,
together
you'd
with
be
his
able
mind.
to catch up right about as it's here. So you can place yourself. You can
Here?
move yourself how like far or how close you would be to the ship as you.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
can only move me,
You can only move you. Okay. Let me give you.
but I'll get him there. And I gotta scroll every time I move him. Yeah. Alright, so imagine I'm on a wyvern.
Okay. I'm also doing that. Okay. Junji.
We're gonna get to Cusco, and it's gonna be a Cusco-shaped bomb.
Oh my god.
Cusco. So Junji, very confused. He has not met Cusco before. So you're trying to basically
You love
recap who Cusco is to Junji on the way over.
He put a ship together with his mind. It was crazy. He imagined it not broken.
You come down onto the ship, and the first thing you notice is that Cusco has been coming in at a straight line the entire time. Not really seeming to. He's moving in a straight line, which is about to hit one of the galleons.
They fucking
Cusco,
got his ass.
the dock's a little that way. Can we turn it a bit?
From where
Can
you
I get a
are,
perception to see what...
you're just like he's just on the ship, like just moving, just as you kind of hear a, who's there?
Who's
Who's on my ship?
Cusco? It's me, Rory.
Oh, hello. Is he
Can
just
you not
shouting?
see
Is he
right
just like
now?
waving from the ship?
Cusco, you're about to hit a ship. We're in the middle of a battle.
Are you? This
Yeah.
isn't a battle.
We're about to be.
Get him to
Cusco,
turn.
turn. Which way? Starboard? I can't remember. The way that's supposed to be.
This isn't a battle
Over
because you
here.
can't win.
No.
Yeah.
You see as all of a sudden he collides with the ship. You can see the AC. You can see that the Iliad are moving out. Are kind of like. You can hear them kind of shouting like, "Get out! Watch out!" As Cusco's ship collides with the Iliad galleon. You could see Lord Gilgamesh is on the head of the Iliad ship, and it kind of just like bounces off and scrapes the side of the ships as the two of them kind of collide and kind of come to a rest. As they kind of collide, and at this moment, you hear another distant sound of thunder. And then another, and more, until all of a sudden a lightning bolt streaks through the main hull of the ship. Of Cusco's ship. It pierces through the main deck.
I can't believe they do this. I can't believe you did this to us, Iris.
All of a sudden, a giant explosion erupts from within Cusco's ship, and the entire place is sundered. I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws from Rory, the Wyvern, and Junji, as I'm also going to roll. I'm probably going to roll for the Wyvern and Lord Gilgamesh and Enkidu.
Hey, This might be a horrible idea. Can I use my dexterity save to keep Kuzco safe?
You can, from where you are right now on the head of the ship, I will say
I got a 40-foot speed.
I will say that this you have a 40-foot flying from where you are on the wyvern. I will say with the dexterity saving throw, this is you using your reflexes to be able to maneuver the wyvern away from the explosion. The problem is that I will say if you want to save Kuzco, the dex save on the wyvern will automatically fail, as you almost use the wyvern to block the explosion.
Oh. Junji is my childhood best friend.
Or
He was the only one that was nice to me.
Rory can fucking sprint football tackle Cusco to the ground and block the explosion with his own body.
The Seeker's also dead.
Also it
just blows up in the debris and in the smoke and fire as the Seeker is just annihilated from the explosion as well.
How big was the explosion?
Well, if we let's see. Let me draw.
Like I had him like up, but I didn't have him like on the boat. I wanted him to be like hovering above.
Why did he had to use Kuzco? Kuzco was way in Seguda Kuda.
I believe it's that is the radius. And it's coming from here.
Hey, so Seeker would be towards like the outside because like he's flying above, like at least a little.
Did you put that on the Z chart?
I not gonna lie, I don't even
gotta
think
move the Z chart too.
I don't even think Seeker exists on the Z chart right now.
No,
I have to fucking drag him
he is on.
normal map.
He is sharing a space on. He is sharing a space with the your token on the Z chart right now, but he is currently. But you can find the Seeker Z.
Right, God, he's so small.
Look,
all right.
If
Gilgamesh is going to roll.
If it means sacrificing the wyvern, I won't do it. But I do have a running speed of 40 feet as well.
If you want to do it, you can.
If it sacrifices a wyvern, I won't.
I will say you can either use this. I will say, you are basically running. You are deciding to run through the explosion to try to save Cusco. You are on one side of the ship, Cusco's on the other. In order for you to make it, you would have to be going through the explosion. So I will say, you can. I will give you two decisions. One, you can use the wyvern to tank the explosion, and you both have it. Two, you take the full damage, and he takes half damage. But you save Cusco if he survives the explosion, half damaged. There's the save for Gilgamesh, because he is just better like that.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Cusco.
They fucking got his ass.
Is that Cusco's?
Nope, that is Enkidu, which makes the most sense because Enkidu is right fucking there. So this is going to be. I read this correctly.
How did they know about our funny fish friend?
How did they know about our funny fish friend?
They didn't.
How did they know about our funny fish friend?
They didn't know about a funny fish friend. They just found a civilian going through their waters and knew that you weren't going to attack a civilian vessel if it had the chance of being able to escape the conflict.
It's okay. This is just a separate Kuatoa named Cusco. It's a common name. Like,
It's a different Cusco that knew a different Rory.
yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be. Damn, that is cheap damage. That is cheap ass damage. That is gonna be 19 damage.
Man.
That might be okay for what type of damage is it?
Fire damage.
Rory.
Okay, look. I know I said I want it, and this is kind of metagaming.
Okay.
I'm already having this.
You're already having this. Okay.
This is a Genasi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which means you'd have it again.
Well, yeah.
But do you want now knowing the damage? Do you want to go in?
Knowing the damage, I want to go in, but that's metagaming. I won't do it unless you say it's okay.
Yeah, I'll say go for it. Yeah, you can go for it.
Let's go, Cusco!
So Cusco is going to automatically have this. I don't even think I had damage. Don't even think I had health for him. He's gonna have this, which brings him because he's not powerful. He's not strong or anything. This brings him to 1 HP. But you
That's
are
all that
able
matters.
to snag him up and take him away. How do you? The ship begins to sink into the water as the entire the entire main deck has been leveled, and the entire the entire upper floor, the entire deck and the upper floor are almost entirely gone. How are you? I imagine Junji is staying and just trying to maneuver the wyvern away from the attack.
Junji, can you swim?
He's gonna take none of this because he crit saved.
Cats hate water, so I wouldn't assume so.
I will
He
roll.
went to military school, though.
I will roll for Junji. A deck save. It's not a high DC, but
Oh,
that doesn't make it. So it's gonna be 19 fire damage. And then the wyvern.
would half of that be 10 or 9?
9.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not correct. That's not the correct stat.
Oh my god.
That's better. I mean, it's still a 12, but that's a save.
Oh, thank god.
So that's gonna be 9 to the wyvern. Okay. Where are you going with Cusco? As the
Well,
entire
First, I shout out, Junji, can you swim?
he's just like fuck no, get over him as he just flies the wyvern up and around the explosion. Does anyone else like to do anything at this time as Cusco's ship blows up?
Seeing that, Erud would instantly sending the council member he has on fucking speed dial Ishtar and just be like, and just say something like, civilian ship blew up, likely controlled by Zeus.
Okay. Ishtar is here, so they can see everything going on at the moment. But so
I didn't know if they could see through the fog. I know there was a.
They can't see through the fog, but the fog isn't. You can see on the map where the fog is. The fog that actually is like concealing everything going on.
I thought that was like the sky or something. I see what you mean now.
Yeah, the fog. It's the fog I was talking about. Is just this small layer on the that's like 5 feet on the surface of the water, but that's about it. Everything else is back there. But yeah, so you snag up Cusco, come barreling over. Junji flies the wyvern over and crashes into the corner of the ship to get you on. Cusco.
It's only 2 passengers, right?
Yes. It's gonna be it.
Okay.
It can only carry 2 people without its movement being slowed. So it can still theoretically carry you and Cusco, but its movement is gonna be slowed.
There's a ship right here.
It's currently sinking into the water. I will make the decision easier for you. Why not? Because as you have Cusco in your arms, he is just flailing around as he's like, this is not a battle. This is not a battle. As Cusco is thrashing around, his eyes become a void black and just flailing around like a. You can definitely tell the effects of a demon, of demon possession, and not just like what the Chaufres had. He has been turned into a thrall. He is dead.
They fucking got his ass.
They got Cusco.
We'll find a way to undo it. We have to save him.
We have to. Well, he's a demon right now. Can we take him to shore?
It will become my life's work. You can, like, knock him out.
Demon Cusco, I'm really sorry about this. Non-lethal hit.
Yeah, I won't even have you roll for it. You just fucking knock him out. You just knock him out of your arms, and he just drops unconscious. All right. So you get
take
on
him to shore. Make sure he's restrained.
Do you get on to Junji's wyvern, or do you continue to? Are you using Cusco's ship, or are you using?
I give Cusco to Junji. How much longer till the ship sinks?
It is sinking rapidly. I'd say it's about 10 feet from the. It is about 10 feet away from the water surface.
Is the ship that was struck also sinking?
No, it is not. It has not been struck. It has not been damaged enough for that to happen, but it's
okay,
still.
I'm gonna jump on.
In fact, I'm pretty sure.
Jump onto that ship if I can.
Okay. As you can see that you can see that the other crew members are kind of like moving about, trying to prepare for a second attack if there is one. You can suspect there isn't another something along the lines of Cusco. But you are able to get onto Lord Gilgamesh's ship as Cusco's ship sinks into the water.
All right. Don't forget about me, Junji. I'm gonna need you to fight the guy soon, because I can't swim.
Okay. And with that, more thunder rings from the fog across the water. And then strikes of lightning ring throughout the fog. And now, as lightning strikes into the fog, the light becomes visible and flashes, revealing silhouettes of oncoming carnage. So why don't we get
I think
started?
at that point I would activate the elemental, the fucking wings.
Oh shit. What is this bullshit?
Let's
Get this
go!
on here.
Oh yeah, and also I figured out Seeker was on the Z chart, but he was above the water level because he started on the castle level, so he would have been higher than the ship.
The entire explosion was an orb. I can't imagine he was still high enough to fucking reach that.
Well, I mean, he was on the edge of it.
Are we rolling initiative? Is that what's going on
Yep.
here?
The turn order is
Okay.
up. And
Ooh!
those who have already decided
Nice.
to roll. Hot damn! All right, Kryn.
Plus
Damn.
Those who have already rolled, I would like to divert your attention to the top of the map, as you can start to see
God.
galleons making their way into view. If I can. What are you up to right now? What is this ruler?
Oh, I have a way to run like 300 feet a turn.
But I was
And
gonna
with the
go
Charlie in
fast.
stride.
Okay. For now. These are the ships that are known to you.
Oh, that's fun.
As you see a massive fleet of Iliad galleons encroaching their way out of the fog. We are gonna start with the Asphodel Syndicate. So I realize some of the names of the tokens aren't actually there to signify who those are. Where did I put them?
Don't forget to reorder the turn order.
Oh yeah.
It's looking like it's not
Okay.
ordered yet.
So we're not starting with the Asphodel Syndicate. All right. So, Kryn. I will say
Yo,
The
I
two-
don't want to be first.
Kryn and Reese, the two of you can decide who goes on who of group 6 goes on whose turn. It's up to you.
Okay, I'm here.
Hey, there we go.
Welcome.
Yeah, just got home.
Let's
Just
do
in
this shit.
time. All right. So, I don't know if you can see the map.
Oh, well, hold on. My computer is trying to load it.
Good luck.
That's fair.
I'm on here. I can't even see the map. I'm zoomed out
Beth,
so
you
much.
can't see the map? Well, you won't be able
No,
to see
I'm
the full.
zoomed out all the way.
Yeah, you won't. You'll have
I
to
know,
move
it's
your map
just-
to the bottom and then to the.
It glitches every time I move it around. So it's a little bit of a struggle. But it's okay. It's okay. I guess Splint will go in the same order as me,
Okay.
since we're both on the king together. Can the king go on my turn, or does he have his own turn?
Romanov has his own initiative. I'll say because
So, like,
I
I
had
can't move.
I had Romanov on his own initiative in case you guys weren't teaming up, but because the two of you are on Romanov, I'll say Romanov will go on your initiative as well.
Okay. Cool. And then Ryanir and Titus can just go on Reese's initiative.
Okay.
So these ships, how close are they?
They are quite a ways away.
Over 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Hey, don't
I don't
fucking
know.
stop.
I guess I'll just have them fly up a bit.
Okay. Makes sense. Romanov has a flying speed of 80 feet.
God damn.
Well, he is
Adult
a
black
big ol'
dragons.
dragon boy. Yeah,
Black Dragon.
not a
Okay.
skimpy little white.
I should have hitched a ride on one of them motherfuckers to get into battle sooner.
Might have to hitch a ride
Well,
with this guy.
maybe you should have befriended a king. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we befriended that dead one.
Yeah, we can talk to a new.
Anu
Ooh,
isn't a
wait,
king.
now.
Not gonna help you much with you. So is that a move on this little chart thing over here?
So the chart is the Z chart. If you want to move on, that's only for if you want to move up or down. But if you want to move 80 feet with Romanov, then you can just move 80 feet. Because you are on the wall.
No, I
Would
wanted
actually-
him to fly up. Yeah, like vertically.
Yeah, you guys are on the wall right now. And you don't have to move any additional feet to go to move up. Basically, it's just every 5 feet you move forward. You can also move 5 feet up, or you can just move 5 feet up anyway. It's basically just like your movement isn't negated by whether or not you want to go up or down.
Okay. Well, honestly, that's about it. I don't really have a lot of prep boost spells.
Okay.
don't
So
think.
Romanov will move 80 feet. He's just going to fly 80 feet forward. And then he's going to... You see him take off. You see him as he begins to take off. He's going to get higher up into the air. If I can fucking move my screen, jeez. I am also having a hard time with this connection, with my connection issues. He's gonna ascend like a good 15 feet while he is moving this 80 feet. And that's gonna be both of their turn. That's gonna be your turn and Splint's turn. And so is Romanov. Okay. So now we are gonna get to the Asphodel Syndicate. They're just signified by the current probably I haven't done a power scaling, probably their strongest person on the team, Thanatos. So
Team
Thanatos.
Thanos?
Yeah, sure.
Thanos?
Uh,
Good thing they don't got Squirrel Girl.
True.
we'd instantly lose.
Okay. Kiri's can move 60 feet. So Kiri's and Thanatos can fly here. We're going to ascend. Over the wall. As they do. Sefik and Myra can't really do anything from the wall. But here's the guy you've been waiting on. Karan is going to use a single action. As probably none of you can actually see him do this because you all are busy doing your own things. He ascends. You see him just start ascending into the air, this giant staff in his hand, as he starts swinging it around, and as he does, the tip of the staff starts illuminating these kind of arcane sigils that start floating and swirling in the air. And as they do, they start forming this kind of circle in the air. And from that circle, inside it conjures a portal. And as that portal apparates into existence, emerging from the portal, massive in scale, you can see this giant bone serpent flies out of the wingless serpent, kind of just flies out of the portal and kind of slithers through the air before flying over to Karan. Karan grabs it and hitches a ride as he summons his little boy Styx.
Alright. No, that's cool. Bone serpent named Styx?
Yep.
That slaps.
Does he
Karan's-
have another one named Bones?
No, because this is Karan and the river Styx.
Yeah, but Sticks and Bones may break.
Yes,
my
I know
bone.
exactly what you're.
But words
so
may
close.
never hurt me.
He's like right here, and he's gonna move. Let me verify the speed. I think he can move there.
Oh, you had him both.
He's got a flying speed of 50 feet. So yeah, he's gonna move himself right there. And that's going to be the turn of the syndicate. They're, in terms of the Z chart, they are exactly where they were before. My laptop is having a rough fucking day. Trying to process all of this. See, it's processing some stuff, but it's not processing the stuff I want it to, which is frustrating.
Fix it. Don't do it.
That's where Styx is, and that is going to be the end of their turn. So next is the Borealises, and the Borealises can't really do anything at the moment. What could they do against that? So at the moment they're going to sideline themselves against the wall. Gilgamesh seems rather pissed off that a ship just blew up in front of him and hurt Enkidu. So he's gonna take his little guy. And they are going to go. Damn. 80 feet. Also flying
Is
into
it
the air.
possible for me to hitch a ride?
Do you ask or do you just?
If there's time, I'll ask.
Make a persuasion roll.
I'm good at those.
He just looks down on you, and he says, "Ha! You have no right to ride Enkidu!" Yeah! As he just goes flying off, and just as he pushes off of the entire ship lurches forward on the sheer force in which Enkidu bursts off of the front of the ship. You gotta stumble a bit as he just goes flying off.
We're on the same team, but yeah, okay.
Now.
It's so in my brain.
Nox.
Yes. Think the plan is just to go forward. Not much
At the
we
moment,
can
yeah.
do from back here. Yeah, so just go as fast as these wings can take me.
Okay. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Wyvern speed is just 40 feet, unfortunately.
Okay, so we can go 80 for dash.
True. Actually, no. The flying speed is, in fact, 80 feet.
Okay. We'll just
What?
do that.
will-
What's the ending speed?
I will say they aren't able, just because I have, for this round of combat, they will go 80 feet, but for subsequent rounds, just to keep consistency with all the other dragons that are not dashing, next
Yeah.
rounds they will be able to dash, because I didn't actually think about dashing.
Okay, okay.
How fast? How many people can ghost carry?
Ghost carry? What?
How many people can
Oh, ghost carry. I thought you said how many
Yeah.
people can go scary.
Nothing
I
unless
was like,
he's a
what
poltergeist.
what do you mean by that?
I feel like all of the people here could go scary if they wanted to.
Yeah. Oh.
Um,
Which wyvern am I on, by the way? Am I on Ghost
are-
or am I on a different one?
You are on a separate wyvern. This is a smaller
Okay.
red wyvern. And you are accompanied by a person you know so well, Violette Glaspa.
Oh yeah, the person I met that one time who got drunk.
Blackout drunk on the wyvern with you.
Of
I
course.
wake up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, well I could buff people, but I feel like it'd be wasting turns. Okay, because it's gonna take 3 turns to get there, so I'll hold off on it.
Alright.
I'm sure they're moving closer too.
How many people can ghost carry, by the way? Because I was gonna ask to hitch a ride if it's more than 2.
I will say for size purposes, Ghost can carry 3 people.
All right. Yeah. Then can I hitch a ride on ghost?
I will say sure. There you go.
Thank you. Because if not, I'm going to get to the battle like 8 turns late.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn, or would you like anything else to happen?
Since everybody's here, I think Romanov can go faster. I might as well do this while they're close. I'll cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So everybody, basically anybody on Romanov or my Wyvern or Ghost, have advantage of wisdom saves, death saves, and anytime they're healed, it's for max.
Okay. What's the? Can you put that spell description in the chat? Is there like
Sure thing.
a radius?
Yeah, 30 feet. That's why I wanted everyone to be close.
Okay. And do they have to remain in the 30 feet in order for all of these benefits?
I don't. For the duration each.
Hope and vitality.
It just says that within the range I cast it. I don't think so.
The duration each creature has. Okay. So yeah, everybody within range at the moment. So they can leave if they want to. They can leave your range if they want to. It's just you have to concentrate on it. It does only last for a minute.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe not, but who cares? Just go for it.
Okay. Okay, with that, I will mark everybody that actually gets affected by that, just so that I remember that. Did you also see your item that you got? I don't think I sent a screenshot to you, but so your character had sent in a commission for a magical item, and you got that magical item now. It should be in your journal on Roll20.
Okay.
Should just be called the what did I call it? It was something. There's some reference. I can't see it because I'm filtering my search just so I can see the people, the NPCs that are in right now.
Unless I missed them, I don't see it. Looking at like inventory and stuff like that.
Not inventory. It would be in your journal, like that column where you could see all the other people's character sheets.
Oh,
there should be a folder called items.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Okay. Okay, so that is everybody affected by your beacon of hope. All right.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Next up is the Fianna cycle. Fianna cycle is going to Maka and Baltkatha are gonna stay behind as sailing ahead on the back of a new, which is to the people that don't know who these two are. Anu is a giant adult bronze dragon that is also technically a Dracolich. Because he's on, well, not a Dracolich because he's just an undead dragon. And riding on the back with one hand clutching onto Anu, the other hand holding up this massive battle axe, and glowing this like frothy cold mist color is Shoban, as the two of them ride 80 feet forward into the fray. Up next we have Dr. Jekyll and his ship. His ship is just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 forward. Next up is Rory. And he's gone.
They fucking killed him.
I died.
They fucking killed him. You are still on the front of the ship. I did not roll for Junji.
Roll for Junji.
I will say Junji will go on your initiative.
Okay. Well, I'd like him to get back to shore and drop off Kuzco ASAP.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna need that wyvern.
He's not able to make it this round.
Okay. Is the ship moving?
The ship is going to move, but it's going to be moving on the Acadia's turn.
That's fine. I can't really do anything this turn I have a Chardalon Stride, which is a minute.
Okay.
Can I cast that now? Would that be a waste? Or can I
It's 10
make
rounds.
sure?
So that would last for 10 rounds of combat. You would probably get the second half of that effect. So it's up to you.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna be having 5 rounds of doing nothing, just the last round of that, or man, how long will it take for him to get to shore?
He will definitely be able to pick you up after during the second round.
During the second round?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I will wait till my second round to cast that.
Okay.
I think that means... I think that's all I got.
Okay.
So I'll just hold off.
Now it is this turn.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
Shortly.
I mean, it's just a storm of Ithaca. We're not even there.
Yeah. Did you guys see the title of the session?
Perhaps.
I'm sure it's fine. We're not even there, Smile.
We're just off the shore. When have storms been worse on the ocean than they were on the... Never mind.
Was that a genuine question you want to ask?
No. Just survive.
Okay. I think it is at this point where you would probably see another ship. Alright. With that, it is the Acadia's move. I keep forgetting
It's a
that
ship's-
I need to make sure the perspective of the stream can actually see the amount of ships.
Can the
Anyways.
stream see all of this?
The stream cannot see the entire map. I am actively moving a screen of roll that has Roll20 on it around for their perspective, and then I have my laptop which has my GM screen of what I can see. I'm controlling I'm the GM on my laptop and I'm a player on my computer.
I see.
And I have 2 separate tabs for my GM screen. One of them is the map that I'm just moving around, and the other is specifically positioned so I can see the Z chart. But anyways, so with that, the rest of the Iliad ships that have not moved are going to start moving. Oh boy, are there just so many of them. This is all my fault. I did this to myself.
What creating an entire massive scale battle does to a motherfucker?
I spent 5.5 hours before this session working on this.
I mean, the map is incredible. It's huge.
It is incredibly
got-
impressive.
It's got a lot of detail going on.
Alright,
It's so dense. There's so much going on.
There's so much going on.
so that is
Like one of
all
those
the-
like digital artworks that people keep zooming in, and there's like a city within a city within a city.
Uh-huh. That's what I was
This
trying
feels
to
like
go
one of
for.
them.
Like, this is definitely going to be combat that I was hoping that, like, the map would be big enough to show just the scale of how like far and like how big the actual city is, while still having the ability to like show off combat that is happening specifically on every single individual ship. The problem is that's a fucking lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
We've got every tabaxi in the fucking empire here on these boats.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed. All right, now the Clagshire. Gonna move 80 feet forward. And that's gonna be that.
What's with all the fucking E-named people being last? Fucking Enlil, Enki, Erud.
You know what's funny? Enlil, Enkai, and Enlil's twin Hadad. These guys were originally other dragons like Anu that I was planning on you guys just going around to find on your fetch quest. But because I got sidelined by fucking Zeus, they're already here.
Oh, Zeus? We're blaming on Zeus?
Zeus
What do you mean?
parentheses group 4.
Any of Group 4 that's listening right now? Fuck you. Fuck
I
you,
think-
Group 4.
I think Junji could help you realize that Group 4 really didn't do a lot to contribute to this, because Zeus was already aware about what's going on. He's here, and he knows why he's here, and he knows why he's not here, and he's not here looking for the Trojan.
Yeah, but motherfucker brought it on. Like, they gave him Casus Belli.
Zeus knows that the Trojan is not here, but he's taking full advantage of the excuse that he has been given to look
Yeah,
for.
they
to
gave
look for
motherfucker the
Who
Casus
gave him
Belli.
the excuse? Jakey Bakey? I know you're in Group 4.
No,
I actually know
Jake is in Group 2. What?
Oh, God damn it. What? I thought he was in Group 4.
It's Spencer.
Spencer's in Group 4. Damn.
I agree, we should blame Jake for this.
We should still blame Jakey. Oh,
No,
make sure
Jake and Group 2 have funnily enough been so out of the actual like main story of the Chained Oblivion. It's honestly hilarious.
Are they
Like,
the
the
ones
only
who found Jesus?
They went and found Jesus.
Yes.
That is the extent of what.
They found Jesus.
And now they are actually getting involved with the Chained Oblivion only because they are doing like a bounty hunter mission that involves Group 5.
Do they get paid?
They're going to get paid if they can complete the mission, but they're going to get nothing if they don't.
Because we as sure as hell
What
don't.
about us?
What about all the after? All right, so that is.
God.
Some potions, some
So-
health potions would sure be nice to have.
Oh, we should have bought some health potions.
With what money?
I have money. I'm rich.
Eru.
And why didn't
It is
you?
your turn.
I forgot.
Erud, it is your turn.
Would you
Honestly,
like... I'll probably just keep riding on ghosts until we get a little closer. Let me see if there's anything I can. As an action, I'm just gonna fucking resummon Seeker. And I'm going to use my fucking arcane recovery from the fucking wizard initiate feat to fucking replace that spell slot.
Hell yeah. You see the Seeker come spring to life, liquefy, kind of emerging as like this liquid, this like very familiar to you inky kind of tar before solidifying in the form of a raven. And then he kind of looks around. And he's like, nope, and just like hides in your little shawl. And he's just like, you motherfucker, I'm not dying again. Too many times, in too many days, in too little days.
How
And
many
he's
matters
just
to
like,
you?
fucking.
You just come back.
I told you not to fly that close to the boat.
What? You told me exactly to fly that close. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Kryn. Now you can actually move. Because the dragons are all gonna just start sprinting up until they can actually start doing actions. You can. Romanov can move 160 feet per round, as will all the other dragons.
Okay. Well, I guess let's move them 160 feet.
Okay. I probably should give you guys. I probably should have expected to give you guys access to Romanov and his. But he is going to there. Oh. And I guess Splint was left behind. All right.
What?
There. Nothing.
He fell off.
I just didn't grab him in the select. Okay. Was there anyone else that was going on your initiative?
No, it was just Splint and Romanov, and then Ionira and Nox were supposed to go with, or Ionira and Titus are supposed to go with Nox.
Okay.
I don't think they did anything last round, but I don't know if there was anything
They moved with everyone else.
do. Yeah.
Okay. The I'm gonna start with the sticks, moving 100 feet. And Kyrie's is going to move 160 feet. Borealis's are gonna remain on the wall. Gilgamesh.
Is my mom out there?
Your mom is on the wall with Tithonus.
Okay.
Me when your mom was
Oh,
in the battle.
Alright.
she's gonna pull some shit.
Okay. So you can see on the as all of these ships are fading into view. You can see all of these ships are just sailing in. You can see cannons are being loaded. There are people moving about, but only faintly can you see them as lightning strike. As you can only see them faintly as lightning strikes riddle the fog that they're in. They don't seem to be damaging any of the ships. They just seem to be striking into the water. But they are still emitting these silhouettes that you can see. Eventually, you can see the ship in the back kind of middle, the back middle ship, as a lightning strike flashes, revealing the silhouette of this thing. You can see the back half of it kind of lurching forward a bit. And almost being like pushed forward. As another lightning strike goes off, the silhouette towering over top of the other ships, just high enough to be encapsulated in the fog. You could see Scylla. And standing on, and atop Scylla, you could see a large humanoid figure standing on the central head of the creature. Just faintly.
That's fun.
Alright, with that, Nox. What do you want to do against that thing?
Can I use my bonus action to gain 10 levels?
I mean, I don't see why not. It would be
Because if
fun.
I'm gonna be doing anything to that, I think I'll need that.
Perfectly reasonable to me.
No, we will fly 160 feet if we can, the 80 if we're going off the speed for these wyverns.
Okay. So that is 160 feet of movement.
Yeah.
I will do that real quick.
Okay.
Do you want them to go higher than they are right now? Why did they all just... Hold on.
Oh, we all died.
Yeah. It's over. It's
Right.
over. Shit. Do you remember what your initiative number was?
Yeah, 18.1.
I actually have it all written down.
Oh boy. Anyways, it's back.
Okay.
It's fine. And then Erud, what was your initiative order?
6.
What was your tiebreaker?
Oh, fucking... My tiebreaker is... That's just dex score, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
12.
12. Okay.
That's 6.12.
Okay. So you guys, let me try this again. Please. Do you want them to go higher or lower than they are on the Z chart?
Let me check the Z chart real quick.
This might also
Okay.
be
Just scroll all the
inaccurate
way
from
over
where
to
they
the
are
Z
right
chart.
So how tall or how high up is that giant scary dragon that I don't want any part of?
You know the red line that I said may or may not, I wouldn't say anything about? Actually, you weren't there. You see that red line?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so it's there. So that's the scary line I don't want any part. I think I'll stay right here. I think I'll
Ramona's
be a.
so big, she gets her own
Okay.
platform on the Z-axis.
Yes.
Fail.
It's essentially supposed to show how high or how low you can be in order to actually hit this thing.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't want to go near it because it will sneeze and kill all of us.
As you move 160 feet closer to it on a single turn.
Of course, but it doesn't mean I can't take out one guy at the front of the ship.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Fiona, cycle, is going to also move 160 feet.
Good ones.
That's it.
Attack my hand. Attack the mosquito. There you go.
I'm so glad I didn't get bit by any mosquitoes in Florida.
That is true.
Damn, that's
That is
actually
good.
surprising.
It is
Alright.
very surprising, especially considering my history with mosquitoes.
So, to save the trouble, Junji isn't actually going to go all the way in. Junji doesn't know dick about Cusco, so he's going to just fly down here. He's going to fly down to this dock, to the very edge of this dock here. Kind of like lightly place
This was a
Cusco
fish
down.
person. I could have thrown him in the water.
Where he would be crushed?
Wow.
I think he would still be crushed.
And is able to just barely get over to you.
Sweet. All right.
As he just
So next turn. I
you are
hop
able to get on. You are able to hop on because it's your turn as well.
Yes. So now next turn we can get closer.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of my turn then. We'll fly over there. as best as we can, unless there's more movement. If there's more movement, then we'll get a little closer.
That is literally the extent of their movement.
All right. My turn.
Okay. Let me see if I can get hold of these guys.
Oh, fuck yeah, I just remembered I bought jerky earlier today.
Good for you.
This is a huge W, but it was also an L because it was at an airport and cost like fucking $20. But, you know.
Jesus Christ, alright. So I would not be moving on that.
E. Please don't walk on the keyboard.
More ships emerge from the fog.
Of course.
That is going to be the end of Zeus's turn. The Acadia are all going to... Their ships are all going to move. And the Acadia, as they kind of, as the I don't know if you've been able to, you've seen, but the Acadia are kind of scattered throughout the main city of Selos, as they're kind of just observing from either the walls or the rooftops, observing the battle going on. And you, those that are looking at Shamash would just see kind of the first semblance of emotion that seems to have actually come from Shamash, and that is just boiling resentment as Shamash in this like booming thaumaturgy just goes, "I will not be made a mockery of any longer! Brothers, sisters, with me!" As he is going to start making his fucking way over, he's going to be moving 200 feet per round. If only per second. The rest of his siblings are only going to be moving 160. just fucking bolts it straight through. He is storming his way towards Scylla right now. The Clankshire.
What's his name?
What?
What's his name?
Shamash?
This guy? No.
Who?
That guy. The,
Who?
the slime dragon.
The slime dragon?
Do you not see
Ignis.
me? Oh, I thought you said something else.
I also heard the words Clackshire.
Clagshire.
Yeah, I was like, the Clackshire?
Clagshire is the name of the village they are from. So,
Okay.
the collective initiative of Clagshire, basically.
I see.
See.
The Merchants Guild is going to start moving. Or, I say start, but they've already been moving. And Leal and Fadat are also going to be moving. And Erlden. And then Enkai. Where is Enkai? I'm losing track of all my dragons. See, it's a visual representation of my marbles.
Oh my god, I forgot I had the fucking telekinetic feat.
You forgot you had marbles?
That too. I've lost my marbles.
Just in time
your
for your turn.
Fucking.
Bean is tangled up. Give me a second. Bean, please.
I mean. Fucking. Let me check the words on this.
I really feel like the session is really just going to be the travel session to get to the fucking battle, and then next
Can I
session
use-
is just going.
Can I use telekinetic to push Ghost forward 5 more feet?
How? So, what are the mechanics of telekinesis? The telekinesis.
As a bonus action, you can try and telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a strength save, or be moved 5 feet towards or away from you. A creature can willingly fail.
So that would imply that you either move them away from you downward or toward you upward. Because
Well, here's what I can do. I can move 5 feet in front of them, pull them towards me, and then just sit back down.
So it's kind of like a recall, kind of like you I have this like badass visualization, so I'm gonna allow it. You just watch as Eru gets up off of Ghost, runs off of the head of Ghost as Ghost kind of just like kind of head gets pushed downward. Eru jumps off, turns back around, and just grabs Ghost out of the air and pulls him back on, and Eru just grabs onto the head of Ghost as the wyvern just moves 5 feet in towards them.
Let's
5
go!
feet further.
Was that during the shadow fight?
Well, I believe I was still using telekinetic shove during the shadow fight. It just wasn't very helpful. Yeah,
Kryn,
that's my turn.
Top of the round, Kryn.
I guess I'm just gonna keep moving.
Fair enough. that's gonna be 100 feet. There. Okay. Do you want to do anything from this distance, or can you do anything from this distance?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure my spells are only like 60 feet.
Okay.
I think
With-
max is like 150, but I don't think we're that close yet.
With that, it is the Asphodel Syndicate's turn. They're going to move. Styx is going to move 100 feet. Kira's moves 160. Look at them, side by side. Perfect. Borealis are going to remain for now. Lord Gilgamesh is just steaming ahead. He's going to make it to people first. But
Put him
he is
in
not-
me.
he's going to ignore. He's going to ignore the fleet below him as he steams forward and is going straight for Scylla.
Oh my god.
Bro is going to get killed by action economy.
This might be just what he wants, I'm gonna be honest.
What? Tiny people coming over to get annihilated by Scylla? I can't imagine what. In fact, he's going to go hot. He is also going to ascend the Z chart because he wants to get level with fucking Zeus as he goes all the way up here on this turn. Scylla still out of range. So she's going to.
What?
Okay. And that's gonna be Scylla's turn. Nox.
I think onwards we go. I don't think there's much else
Yeah. Onwards
I
you
can
go.
do. Onwards.
Full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Speed ahead.
We're up, we're off, and away we go.
It's accurate because you're all going to your deaths.
True.
Yep.
Hey,
Those
now.
guys in those dumb armors, I'll get you eventually.
Fiona Cycle is going to join you in that effort. Wow, Anu just looks so small from my zoomed out perspective of this map. Remember when Anu was the big bad evil guy of like the arc?
I ran up his back.
Yeah. Then there's the Dr. Jekyll. There. And then Rory.
Alright. Onwards we go.
We keep pushing.
hmm.
We keep going.
Let me see real quick. What's it? 4:15 to get to that ship.
Are you? Where's your token? Oh, it's on.
Right here.
On there.
Oh, why did he go down there?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, it's because I never
what way
selected
is
your
going
token
before?
when. And I guess I
Oh.
never selected your token
Okay.
when I moved all the fleet. But yeah. So
just a full dash forward.
okay, that's gonna be 160 feet as well.
Oh, damn! I thought it was only 80.
That's 80 normally.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I had fucked up with a
hmm.
lot of the movement before Reese corrected me. It was like, oh, they can all just dash. And so I was like, well, they're not gonna do that for the first round because I say so.
Well, you said 160 feet.
Yeah, that they are current. That's already all of their movement expended.
Yeah. Do I want to waste things to get there sooner?
Are you gonna haste?
I'm considering it.
I don't think I'd waste a haste action to like get there. I think a haste
But
action would be
then
Yeah.
a wyvern
You
has
would be the-
haste.
I
in
want to
order
clarify. Gilgamesh is going straight for Charybdis for Scylla, so you would be the first person attacking all of these ships.
Yes.
The first person.
Yeah,
there.
we don't want to funnel in one by one. We want to get there vaguely the same time.
Okay, I guess. All right, I'll wait a turn.
All right. Zeus is going to start moving his men going to keep moving forward. All right. That is the movement of the Iliad. Now moving the ships. Zoian.
I can't tell if I'm hearing the lyrics purely in my mind or there's like some small remnants of the lyrics in the recording of this.
Yeah,
The
it's,
background.
Melodies
it's,
there.
it's an instrumental, but it's basically just remove. It's just like automatically like Audacity
yeah.
can remove the vocals, but
Okay.
that just means that the vocals are like almost like isolated and removed, but they still have. But in order for the lyrics to actually be removed, the volume has to go down.
Yeah. I can definitely hear some of the lyrics very, very subtly.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's like a whispering in my ear every once in a while. The voices.
They
voices.
whispered into my ear. Tickets, please. I don't actually think I moved Naboo the first time. That's my bad. Actually, don't know if Naboo would actually contribute to the. We try to follow after Shamash. I think he's smart enough not to do that. Okay. So that is the Acadia. Let me, before I do Clackshire. Okay. So for purposes of, because we started at 10:30, I'm going to say we are going to end at one, well, 10:30 for me. We are going to end at 1:30, so that would be 12:30 CST, and yeah, 12:30 CST, and then 10:30. I don't think that's right. 11:30 something, PST. If that works for everyone still.
I suppose.
Sounds good for me.
Okay. It's actually not gonna fly that close to the new. Okay, the Merchant's Guild. This gold dragon's just hitching a ride until she actually sees something. The gold dragon, also, don't know if I actually explained that. Gold dragon is head of the Merchants Guild. Get it? Cause it's gold.
Because it's gold.
It's gold.
You see, the joke is.
And that is also the mistress that Kostala was hanging around during the event. And you can actually see Kostala on the ship. Ain't that so cool? Ain't that so detailed? Clearly, because I put so much effort into making sure these long ass bits where I'm just moving a bunch of tokens on my own wouldn't happen. That's how detailed I am, because I totally did that. Erud, how many times can you do that?
Telekinetic chop, literally infinitely. That's something I can just do.
Oh dear lord. Okay.
I think eventually it would just become like, since I already have my fucking wings, I think it would just be more like Erud, like flying a little bit of ahead, using some ink to like boost the flight, and then taking periodic rests on the back.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. Alright, so do you want to do anything during your turn, or is that just the 5 feet?
Just the 5 feet.
Okay. Kryn, top of the round.
You keep
I'll
dashing,
answer that.
bro.
We keep pushing. We keep going. 160 feet. There we go. Asphodel Syndicate. Gilgamesh is not gonna make first contact with the ships. He's just gonna keep pushing. He's gonna keep going. Okay. You guys can see Gilgamesh is like simultaneously going at like an upward angle, ascending as he's going forward. He is now like high enough that he is like level-headed with Scylla right now.
Look him in the eyes.
just look at something. Hmm. One more round. Okay, Nox.
You keep her going.
We keep it going.
We keep her going.
I apologize
Keep on
that there is
keeping
such
on.
a fucking distance between these guys.
Keep on keeping on.
Okay.
I said it in the chat, but I'll say it again. Eldritch Spear users would be winning in this combat. Too bad I'm never one of those. Fucking Eldritch Spear spell sniper combo users. Fucking dream scenario.
Could have been us.
Nah, I'll be able to do it one day. Just 500 feet, 300 feet.
Instead, I decided to play a melee sorcerer.
Yeah, that's kind of on you. I don't know why you decided to do that.
I run fast.
And you're also very tanky. Alright. You are right here. You, with 160 feet of movement, are
180. you
just
said, right?
about to get there.
No, 160. Damn. Wait. Okay.
In fact,
Do we want me to wait? Because if I use a Charlie on stride, I'll have an extra 40.
I will also say, they are about to move another 40 feet forward. The galleons.
Okay.
So you are actually
I can
probably
hold
going to
my
be
turn?
right over top of the galleons on this turn. I'd also
So I can
consult
hold
this-
my turn?
I mean,
Or
it's
no?
Are you asking me or are you asking them?
Bofa, I guess?
We should both not. But I mean, it's up to you. They wouldn't really be able to do anything against you because you're flying.
Yeah, but I can
uh,
run fast. I'm trying to run fast.
I'd also just make sure that where you are on the Z chart, how high you are compared to where they are.
I think
Just so,
10 feet up?
you are quite not that.
Oh, not 10 feet up.
You can lower yourself during this 160 feet of movement if you want to.
I'd like to.
Okay. How far
Just-
down do you want to go?
Maybe just above it so that they're still flying, but I can hop on. That makes sense?
So, like right here? Or do you want to go up?
One higher. 5 feet above.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. These guys. Yeah, just to put into perspective how close you are, that's the closest ship right now. You are like a good 20 feet away from the first ship.
I mean, I could start doing stuff.
I mean, I think they're gonna start doing stuff to you anyway.
Alright. Can I jump onto this?
Currently it is, I mean, it's not your turn at the moment. It is their turn.
Only the Wyvern went.
if you want to, have held your action, you can.
We'll let them go, and then I can go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What action are you holding?
I guess I just want to move my turn down.
Well,
I
okay,
can-
so
I can tell you what my
you can
turn
hold
was.
you can hold your movement. So during your turn you can move 30 feet.
During my turn, I can move 30 feet.
Well,
You
during
wouldn't be
using
able
your
to just,
reaction,
like-
during using your reaction, you move 30 feet.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to just like hold your turn until a different, like a lower initiative order. That's not really a thing.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, can I cast a Charlie on Stride my turn? So that I have it for next turn. I don't have to waste a bonus action.
You can definitely do
Okay.
that. Okay, that is
I have that active now.
all of the ships, I think.
And also the Wyvern has that active.
Okay.
Yeah, with Eldritch Spear, the distance spell meta magic, and the spell sniper feat, you can get an Eldritch Blast up to 1,200 feet away.
Jesus. Still wouldn't cover it.
It'd get pretty damn close.
Oh, it gets there. If you're on like the furthest out dock, let's see. Let's see. Right there's 5 here. Yeah, it hits Scylla.
Unless you count trigonometry and like how up she is.
Well, who's calculating all that?
True. A squared plus B squared, I hardly even know.
Hardly even knows where.
Okay, Erud, it is your turn. Just moving 5 feet.
Fucking second verse, same as the first, except this time I'm also going to hold an action for an Eldritch Blast if I get within 120 feet of, or if any of the hostiles get within 120 feet of me.
Okay. With that, top of the round, Kryn. I'm also trying to hold out because Maze is about to probably show up. So,
Don't we only got like
Yeah.
20 more minutes?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, with
Okay,
160
I'm
feet of
there.
movement from Romanov, I gotta find where everybody is because you all. I haven't even bothered with zooming in on my GM perspective.
Next
So
to
you
the
all just look
pig.
like specks of dust to me.
Yeah.
So 160 feet of movement will get you there.
Okay. How? Where's that?
Splint fell off again.
No! You bastard. You tiny bastard.
He really needs to get a better grip.
I can't do anything.
No!
from
Fuck.
there.
Get a grip. These are the meta magics I should be using.
Should probably look at the range that he has on this pistol. He got his fucking pistol back. And oh boy, is it somehow worse. Worse for me, as in worse
It's
for
like,
me.
Now, how does that work?
It now explodes 80% of the time.
I
No,
still
it just so the new mechanics of his weapon are he can change as a bonus action. He can change the damage type of the weapon of the shot that he fires, except for he can only do that with a bonus action. And if he doesn't choose the damage type before each shot, it randomizes the damage type.
That's
So the
cool.
first
like
one,
that.
so the way every single combat session is gonna go is he's gonna have 3 shots. He's going to bonus action choose a damage type. That one's actually gonna go off, but then the next 2 shots are gonna be completely randomized what damage type actually fires out of the gun.
Yeah.
The pepper box is 80 feet, but 320 with disadvantage.
Jesus.
So theoretically, he could shoot at them with disadvantage.
I mean,
But
why
he
not?
does have an insane modifier.
Yeah, I don't see a reason not to.
Okay. He's gonna bonus action. So he has extra attack. Oh fuck. I forgot he also does all of his stuff on D&D Beyond. Let me grab his character sheet. Does all this stuff and then does so I'm not really gonna worry about trying to make sure. Okay. Yeah, he's got a fucking plus 12 modifier on this weapon.
That's a bit.
Yeah. I can't tell how to toggle advantage and disadvantage on D&D Beyond, so I'm just gonna roll 2d. So, Kryn, you can just go ahead and roll 2d20s, and we will add a plus 12 to the highest dice.
That's good.
Or no, to the lowest dice. So go ahead and roll another one.
Oh, that's not so good.
Oh, it's still 17 to hit.
That's still a 17. Let me verify. You are shooting at an Iliad
Where are
soldier.
the ones in the back? Or is that someone else measuring?
So there's Iliad soldiers, and then there are commanders on each of them. You can shoot at a soldier, or with a 17. Wait. I wrote it down. I typed it out. A 17 is going to just barely not hit.
You
Any
hate
of
to
them?
see it.
But he does have 2 attacks. So you can make a second attack.
Alright. Excuse me for 1 second.
And also, do you want Splint to shoot at a guy, or do you want Splint to shoot at a ship? Because he could theoretically strike a ship.
I don't think he's hitting
I don't
anymore.
think he's hitting.
No.
That's not the 17th. Oh.
Alright, so that's unfortunately a 14 is not going to hit. So, alright, so that is Splint. Do you have anything you'd like to do during this time?
No, my farthest spell is 150. And that's only like the base of the ship.
Okay. Next round. Alright.
Yeah, I have a bit of a bullshitty idea, so we'll
Oh
see
no.
how it goes.
Oh, joy. Joy is me.
Uh-huh. Just free.
Are we all throwing bullshit out? 'Cause I
We are
also have
paddling-
You guys are
bullshit.
like-
We are
it's
paddling
like
a
fucking-
guide.
You guys are fucking like Exandria Calamity, where it's just like Abria Ironguard was just like, you want to kill me? I'm gonna make it your worst nightmare to try to do that.
It's not that bullshitty. It's kind of funny, honestly.
We're paddling a guide. We need all the
we'll see
bullshit
how
we
it
can get.
goes.
On top of these guys.
It's just a fun little 3rd level spell.
Oh really?
Parentheses, 12
I'm
fireballs.
all about your double spell.
Okay. I'm going to cry, but also if you use the ring, I will be slightly proud of myself. Alright, so
I'll
that's
use it
the Syndicate.
eventually.
That's the Syndicate. Borealis's Gilgamesh. Oh boy. This man is in the thick of it. He is still just gonna... I think he might actually make it this time. I might be entirely wrong with that. With 160 feet. He makes it here. He makes it all the way there, and he probably can and probably will, at the very least. Actually, no. So Enkidu would be able to use their acid breath if they had not already used their action to dash. Let me see if Gilgamesh can do anything. Gilgamesh can throw a spear.
Let's go.
Throw a
That's
spear
my Gilgamesh.
20 feet to 60 feet. Not a lot. So theoretically, he could throw the spear at Charybdis at disadvantage,
Sela?
because the range on the spear is 20 feet to 60 feet. And a 16 is not gonna penetrate Scylla. Yeah, no, not. I'm gonna be very honest. Even if he had advantage, that attack wouldn't make it. Oh boy, now. Let me just prepare myself real quick before I do this. Okay, so
Rest in peace,
Enkidu,
Gilgamesh.
Enkidu has an AC of 19. Scylla has a plus 18 modifier to her bite attack. And she can make...
That's good to know.
And she can... So...
We get some
Surely she'll roll that one
Sure.
for every single bite. attack she can make. Smile.
Surely.
I've-
She can make, and she has multi-attack, and a specific multi-attack where she can make as many bite attacks as she has heads. And I want to also clarify one thing that I completely forgot to say. The fight with Scylla, the fight that Zeus had with Scylla, did a number on Scylla. And you can see that
Yeah.
because instead of having the 6 heads that she had before, she now has 10.
Yeah. I do remember you mentioning something about that.
Now the thing is, Enkidu is just out of range until she moves forward.
Damn, I was gonna make fun of her.
So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
She's really.
And
close.
now-
I don't like that.
And now, let's just look at how many bite attacks it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know what
5.
Gilgamesh thought was gonna happen here.
So,
I mean, all things considered, she rolled pretty low.
Yeah.
Smile.
let me
Yeah.
I'm pulling out my phone for the calculator because I'm not worrying about doing the mental math in my head for this. So let's look at this. So 26 plus 10 plus 20 plus 19 plus 18 and 11, but a 28 crits on Enkidu. So that is
I forgot
actually
about that.
a 36 plus 22 plus
Oh yeah, I forgot we have the Pathfinder
16
mechanic.
plus 13. So after all of those attacks, Enkidu started with 176 hit points. In the span of half of the attacks that Scylla can do, that was 162. So Enkidu is still up with about 14 HP after half of those attacks.
I'm still standing there.
Being a true survivor.
No, you get that line of the thing after the yeah.
So, here's how it looks. Enkidu and Gilgamesh all rush into the abyss, into this fog, and you can see the combat take place as lightning forms silhouettes around them, and you just watch as Enkidu rushes in. Lightning fast reflexes of Scylla snap forward as Scylla, this massive Draco Hydra, tears Enkidu apart, limb by limb, just ripping into Enkidu. And in a matter of seconds, Enkidu drops to the ground, starts falling out of the sky. Now let me just... For these next two attacks, which because Zeus is on the head of one of the heads of Scylla, they are only going to be able to make 9 attacks until Zeus gets off.
Thank God.
Lord King Gilgamesh with an AC of 16.
His ass is going up there with an AC of 16.
The fuck are you doing? This is supposed to be like our master technician? Or tactician?
No, this is
The
just
one that started this whole assembly?
This is just the previous king of Uruk.
Bro is not even wearing heavy armor. What the fuck? I nearly have more AC than that.
I do!
Yeah, so do I. So it's not very.
I literally have an 18 right now. I'm a fucking wizard. I'm just a little baby.
So let me do the math for these 3 attacks that Enkidu gets. That Gilgamesh gets before as he's falling to the ground. So it's 24
What
plus
is
7
this
plus
bozo doing?
that crit. So the 28 crits for 34 and 18, and then the 37 crits, surprisingly, for 44 and 20. So that's 147 damage. Lord Gilgamesh went into that fight with 112 HP. So in the span of mere seconds, the former king of Gilgamesh, the former king of Uruk, you watch as Enkidu gets swallowed up, ripped to shreds by all of these, and then Lord Gilgamesh gets snapped up in a single bite by one of the heads. And in a crash of thunder and a raging of heads, both Enkidu and Lord Gilgamesh are both dead.
Fucking absolute fuck around find out moment. I don't know what that motherfucker was thinking.
I'm getting a first seat view of this shit.
Yeah, can I see that from back here?
Honestly,
Go ahead and make a perception check, because
Really good time for me to have cataracts, I guess.
yeah,
A
you are able
20.
to see this happen as they are within the fog, but lightning strikes around them are like forming silhouettes of their bodies as you watch Enkidu get ripped to shreds.
Okay, Nox is just gonna take a look around and be like, hey, how about we turn around? Might be a bad idea.
Why am I here right now?
Why am I here? Seems like I'm not needed.
Hey, Father, I think maybe you were right. You wanna head south or something? You know?
Maybe there's a beach we can go to.
You know, let's just join the Tiamat cultists. I'm sure we could get a wyvern out of here. Like,
Can we just say we're traitors? Would that be
we've already
sufficient?
negotiated with them once. Like,
Now let's see how close Nox can get with 160.
alright, that's why our goal is to kill the fucking henchmen so our motherfuckers can refocus on the big motherfucker.
Oh, I'm killing these henchmen.
We will drown her heads with bodies.
Alright, that is 160 feet.
Alrighty. Yeah, can't really. I can't do anything. That'll be good. I'll just look at that and be scared.
Mm-hmm. Be scared.
Be scared. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
That's
be
what-
afraid.
In fact, that is an automatic frightening presence. DC is fuck all. You were all frightened.
Sounds about right.
I think Scylla actually can do frightful presence. No, actually, never mind. Enkidu could have.
Oh yeah, because he's so scary.
Why do you do
You
that?
dumb black dragon.
We could have made her fly away.
Scylla does not
Fucking-
have wings.
Don't worry.
Put
I,
him away.
I can
Roll it
make
up
the
to
dragon blind.
Giant.
Fucking walking up on Scylla with a fucking 16 SAC. What the fuck were you thinking, man?
I should have gave him some pawns.
Fucking. You should have gave him some fucking brains.
It was probably
But
just.
wanted
It's
to
probably. Look, we can
Oh my
always
God.
blame the roll of the dice, but in the end, it really added
No,
up
there's-
to.
No, I
Minimum
don't.
damage. Minimum damage from all that. I feel like would have killed.
It really amounted to Enkidu and Gilgamesh were not able to do anything before Scylla was able to do literally anything. Oh god, my
Okay,
throat. I
There
didn't
is no
come to-
roll of the dice. She had to not hit a 5% chance any amount of
Oh my
times.
God,
Yeah.
it's fucking ridiculous. Okay, Rory. You
Yes,
just-
okay. Well, you know I can't do anything about that. But
Your
this
king
boat,
is gone.
this ship in particular,
I can do something really funny to approximately 3 ships.
What?
I think I'm good
What
with
do you
this
mean by
one.
that?
All right, so me and the Wyvern have a Chardonnay on stride.
Okay.
Here's what that does.
Okay, increases by 20 feet without provoking opportunity.
That was
attacks.
last turn. So now
Okay.
I have that now. I'm also going to cast haste for the next turn, using the thingy,
Okay.
using the rook. So now we both have haste.
So, 80 feet plus 20 times 2. So that is 200 feet without, and the Wyvern still has 2 actions.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do me first, and then I'll do the Wyvern.
Okay. I'd imagine you'd
So
want
I'm
to do
gonna-
the Wyvern first because the Wyvern isn't close enough. Or do you still want,
Close enough to.
like, you aren't close
yeah,
enough.
You know what? The Wyvern does have 200 feet of movement without any of the other stuff. So yeah, we'll move onto the ship.
Okay.
Can we go like right here,
Just, um,
or like right here?
Sure. Just give me one second while I'm
Okay.
fixing something.
I still want the Wyvern above the ship, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The Z chart remains stagnant. But you can move like right here.
Just like right above their heads,
Okay.
within 5 feet.
Okay. So they are taking. Is that automatic or?
Each of these guys takes a d6 damage. I'll roll that, or a d6 each, so 2d6 damage. I'll roll that.
For both you and. Oh, okay.
Me, I rolled 5. Oh, that's the Wyvern, so I can't really re-roll that. So the Wyvern only rolled a 1. Besides the point. One
Okay, the
fire
Wyvern-
damage is still one fire.
One
damage.
fire damage, and then you rolled
5.
so 6 damage total.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop onto the ship, dealing 5 fire damage to the ship. Just, I don't
Okay.
know if that does anything, but
It
keep
has
that
a
in
damage
mind.
threshold. So no.
It does.
So the ships have a
Well, it's on
damage
5.
threshold that you have to beat in order to actually deal damage to the ship itself.
Okay, that's fine.
5 is not the damage threshold.
All right, that makes sense. I'm gonna run.
Your movement
Over
is also
here.
halved from dismounting from the Wyvern as well.
Fully halved or have my original?
Well, if it halves your original, then it would. So really, doing both, yes. So having completely.
Damn. Okay. What would that be then? Let's see. 60 feet, 120. So now it only has 60 feet of movement?
Yes.
Oh, woe is you.
Woe is me. But by dashing, I can add another 120.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no. Dashing, you would be able to make your movement 120
No,
because you're
I'm
doubling
adding
your.
my original.
But you're doubling your current movement.
I'm doubling my current movement?
No,
Then
wouldn't
can I-
it? Since his current movement is technically 120, but he had to spend half of that
So-
120 to get off, its current movement would still be 120, wouldn't it? He just like had to spend half of it.
I don't know because you had 40 feet, you added 60 feet.
Mhm.
You
Or now
you
I'm at
had 40
60.
feet, you added 20 feet, so you turned it into 60 feet. You doubled it from what?
Haste.
Haste. Then you halved it to from dismounting the wyvern, and now you're doubling it
But
again
that's not
to take the
having
dash
my
action.
movement total. That's just using up 30 feet.
Well, it would be using up half your movement, which would
Yeah,
still
it-
be 60.
You mounting and
But-
dismounting is like
Or
half
it-
your move. It's just clean cut halving your movement. That the
It's
collective
using that
movement you
amount.
have.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't think it would like make your maximum 260 for that turn. I think it would just be as though you moved 60 feet. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or-
So I use 60 feet.
Okay, so then I'll say yeah. You can have 180 feet of movement for this.
Yay!
Yippee!
What the fuck are you gonna do with 180 feet that you couldn't have done with fucking?
Well, I'm gonna run around all
120.
of these guys and deal 5 damage to them each. And I'm using Boreal Sweep. Do.
Let's go. It's his signature move.
Boreal Sweep. So each of them will have to make a strength saving DC or get knocked prone.
Okay. All right.
And my
so-
save DC is 17.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move. All right, I got 180 feet. I'll move right here. Does that count as 5 feet close to both of those?
Yeah. Yeah. That would be 5 feet.
Okay.
Rory's popping off.
Oh, god damn it.
Start all over. Okay.
If you want to
Five.
move your camera while you're drawing a thing, you can hold middle click and drag.
Good to know. I don't think I'll have to move my camera.
Just trying to change all the numbers as you go.
Let's see.
This dude up here would have that dude up here wouldn't be hit by it.
Oh,
If
I
he
didn't
hit-
see that guy. Okay, how much movement would that take up? I'll just go right here and add that extra 10 to go up there.
Okay.
It would only take like 5 feet more because you just have to make it a diagonal and then down an extra 5 feet.
I'll still just be right here. That's fine. So right next to this
Yeah.
guy.
It's basically okay. You can stop the ruler and just move yourself where you end up because I just got to fucking.
So they all take 5 damage,
Uh-huh.
and all of them have to make a save. Let me know if this guy fails that save. because I'm gonna use my next action to strike him with my dagger.
Okay.
And if he fails the save, I have advantage, so I get to use sneak attack.
Alright. I also just realized you guys can't see the health bars of these guys, which is very helpful for me. 'Cause that means I'm gonna have to do that manually for every single person.
You hate to see it.
I thought
I'm really
fucking-
sorry.
I
Honestly,
I
for the
fucking
fodder
didn't
guys, I
change
don't
the
think
scene.
it's that.
Okay.
For the fodder guys, I don't think it's necessarily that important that we
For
should help.
perspective, since you dealt the same damage to pretty much everyone, that's the amount of damage he took. Okay,
Nice.
but you can see the captain. I did it correctly for the captain, just not everybody else.
Yep.
God damn it. Okay. So to put into perspective, that one guy you could see the health bar for, that's the damage you dealt to everyone.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And now these guys, so that's how many fucking saves? So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 saves. So let's just go in order of how they are attacked. So first two guys.
I'm really sorry if this is too much.
Okay. So the first two guys, they fall prone. Let me just make sure it's not everybody to fucking fall prone. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
These poor motherfuckers.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. My
This is
fucking god. What
is
a
Rory's
abysmal
pop-up moment.
trash those rolls
This
were.
is me just
They were
running around.
5 people
Tricks
that
of the
got
light.
double-digit numbers, and they still failed. Not
I
a
danced
single
around all
person
of their
succeeded
feet.
on that. This entire crew, fucking prone, in one
Fucking
fell
get-
swoop.
they all
You
simultaneously
go
slipped on a
fucking
comedic banana peel.
nuts. You go fucking all over the place.
Oh, fuck yes.
There is just a Ghost Rider trail of fire left behind as you go zipping
It's just-
and weaving like the Flash through all of these motherfuckers, and and you're going fast enough that you're breaking the sound barrier, and they're fucking falling on their asses just as you zip past them. You come to a screeching halt, and the fucking Iliad commander that you step in front of just fucking falls back on his ass as you come to a complete
As
stop
he's-
in front of him.
As he's falling, I want to just right behind him, say he's falling forward and take a jab at his gut.
Go for it. You have advantage
Which I
because he's
now
fucking
have-
prone.
Advantage on. So the first one is a what's it, +7? So the first one's a 14. Let's see if the next one's better. Damn, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, so just a 14.
14. So a 14 is going to miss, unfortunately.
Damn.
As you kind of rush forward and stab at him, you can see that he has that. You kind of stab in, and it doesn't manage to break through the armor that he has on him.
Alright. That's fine. Now the wyvern's gonna move. It's only 1 damage to all of them. Look, I did that with 180 feet. I can hit them all with 200.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm just
Okay.
gonna place it right next to me, which I can't move it.
these guys aren't gonna be able to like maneuver the ship for shit. They're just gonna keep moving forward. The ship is just
Meet the
gonna keep
Robinson
sailing
reference?
forward, and they're not gonna be able to move. And they're not gonna be able to fucking attack anything. Okay.
Imagine you're in like a naval combat, and all of a sudden the entire enemy crew just
The
fucking
fucking
slips
flash just-
simultaneously.
All of us, you're in a fucking medieval-esque war, and all of a sudden the fucking Flash shows up. Just- these poor guys.
Well,
Like,
if I had all
I
my
don't know if-
movement, I could run 240. More
If
if,
you-
I use my actions a dash.
I feel like you would feel bad for these people more if you knew the actual like lore of Ithaca and how these guys just have no clue exactly what they're doing here.
They tried to kill Cusco. I don't care.
They demonized Cusco. Every single one of them is dead.
There's only one person that could actually do that.
Yeah, well, they're working for him, so
Okay, so yeah. The Wyvern is gonna be right next to me. And then has 2 actions. I don't know what Wyverns can do.
Wyverns have so you have perfectly positioned the Wyvern because the Wyvern, when flying in the air, can use its stinger.
Hell yeah.
But well, no,
it
it can
have
also
reach?
well, it can use
It
its
hits
stinger,
stuff?
but when it's flying, it can also use its claws on the same multi-attack. So it can make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its stinger, and while flying, it can also use its claws in place of one other attack.
it would also be an advantage because he's prone.
Yes.
And all advantage.
Okay, so let me.
This poor motherfucker.
So which one are you
Honestly, this
attacking?
poor crew.
What was that?
Which one are you attacking? Top or left?
Top or left?
Or are you so let me
We'll hit the general a few times.
okay.
If
And
they
you're
can.
and you're moving the Wyvern so that it trips over all the other guys.
Yes. So they all take 1 more damage. I don't know if I can re-roll that. I have what is it? Empowered spell, but it's on the Wyvern. So I don't know if I can use this. I'd like to if I
you'd
can.
be able to use it on your own spells. You won't be able to use it on.
Yeah, I
on
thought so.
The
Okay.
spells on the damage for the spells that they deal.
That's fine.
Boy, there's so many fucking people on this ship.
And I'm gonna do this to every goddamn ship here.
Just wait until I get within adequate range. Let's just say a pair of old friends are gonna come in handy again.
Oh god. Oh shit!
I'm terrified because I actually don't know what that is. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it was really your own fault.
Yes, no, this is entirely my fault. Anyways, so there's gonna be a claw and a stinger attack. Boom. And boom. 19 and a 21 and a 22 both hit.
Hell yeah.
Was that the? Okay. Okay. So, 13 and
That stinger attack
15.
rolled fucking
so
hot.
Yeah, it did.
yeah. In fact, so the Iliad commander takes 13 slashing damage, then 15 piercing damage, and then has to make a Constitution saving throw, or take 15 more damage. The problem is, he doesn't need to save. Because he's already fucking dead from the 28 damage that the initial without the poison.
Let's go. I would like the wyvern to be 5 feet next to me, if that's okay, just so I
Yeah,
can
you can
grab
just
on
fucking
and fly
go
to the.
right over top of. You can just go right over top of this guy, like he doesn't even exist.
So that was a multi-attack, which means he still has one more action, right?
Yes.
All right. Fuck him up.
Fuck him up. He can absolutely fuck him up. Going back over here. Guy was dead on the first attack.
Does
15
haste
slashing
one of
damage.
them.
Can you
15
use a
slash-
hasten action to make a multi-attack? I know you can use it to make like a single attack. I just thought it was like
Okay.
only a single attack. I could be
not
wrong, though.
entirely
Action?
sure.
Let me look it up.
Because surprisingly, weirdly enough, I don't think there's an actual like. You can actually. I don't think NPCs with multi-attack have ever had the issue of having to have haste on them before. But even with the first claw attack, he's fucking dead. This one guy.
Okay, it does specify only take the attack, one weapon attack only, but technically these aren't weapon attacks.
And also, technically, he's dead on the first attack anyway, so it doesn't matter.
One's enough. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright. And then Junji decides they're gonna get off and go after this guy. Where's Junji?
Here, I'll send this to Cherry. Be like, we're fucking them up.
That's gonna be 2 glaive attacks. Yeah, that'll both do it. In fact, that'll do exactly. Well, no, yeah, exactly the max HP of it, of these people, of these infantrymen.
All right, now we know the max HP is 16. Write that down. Write that down.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Your ass is getting smited for that.
Yeah, the thing is, Zeus's turn is also the turn of all of the soldiers.
Oh, that's where the fun comes in. You see, they're gonna surround me with my 20 AC. They might hit a few times, but I have a bomb in my pocket.
Fucking
Oh,
pins on hand for you.
and they don't know that, so they're gonna keep going.
And they don't know that. Next turn, object interaction, drop a bomb, hit a few of them. When I'm up in the air, firebolt.
This guy just can't reach.
And most of them can't reach us now.
I almost don't want to ask this, so I don't remind the soldiers of it miraculously. Do they have bows?
No.
All right, good.
Now,
This makes my plans much easier.
they knew they were fighting dragons.
Yes, which is why they brought cannons.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so that's gonna be 4 soldiers on Rory. They can make 2 attacks each, so that's gonna be 8 attacks towards Rory.
Alright.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
gonna cast shield.
4. Okay. What does that bring your AC to?
Now it's 25.
20. Jesus Christ
Bro.
Almighty.
Bro
Okay.
is the combat mage.
Okay.
His ass
So
was
none of
not
those attacks.
lying when he said
So
melee sorcerer.
that's half. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They just can't because they have a +3 modifier to these attacks.
I mean, they could
They
get
wouldn't
it
be
at
able to
20.
do shit. That
They
20
could.
those two back-to-back 22s were 19. Were a 19 on the dice.
Oh wait, actually I have haste, so it's a 27.
We. Do you even need that fucking shield, you idiot?
I mean,
He
need
still would have
speeds,
needed this.
So those
yeah.
22s would have hit.
All right, and then there's 6 attacks towards Junji, which, with an AC of 16.
Oh, we only have.
Junji,
We need to get
why
more
did I
blood
give you
better
the
armor.
pawns? I should have given the pawns.
We need to get
My
my
base
boys better
AC
armor.
isn't that high.
2, 3,
Oh,
4. 6.
That's
Okay.
tragic.
So so 2 of these motherfuckers are terrible. They just come in weak as shit. Fucking Junji blocks them all with their glaives. One of these motherfuckers decides I'm gonna double nat 20 on both of my attacks, and that's gonna go from I don't actually, let me verify because I don't know if their health is correct either. They're level 5. So this is shit. They haven't even leveled up. Because they weren't here last session. They weren't here last session, so they're still playing as a level 5 player. But so that's gonna be 13, so 26 damage.
We've been level 6 for a hot minute though.
Yeah, they should have
Yeah.
leveled up a while ago.
I think we were level 6 since fucking Charybdis, to be honest. Like,
After,
Oh, I thought you
after
guys were-
Scylla,
or yeah, fucking Scylla, that's a motherfucker.
we
thought you guys
haven't had a fight since then, but we've been
Yeah.
level 6.
We've been level 6 for like a month and a half.
Okay,
I think we've
I
been
mean,
level 6 for
a
longer.
month and a half was
Considering
like
we
2
didn't play
sessions.
for a month and a half.
A month and a
Yeah.
half was like 2 sessions. Okay, that's not the end of Zeus's turn. So that's 26 damage. I wish that was. No. Okay, so it's definitely going to be the end of. I'm gonna say at the end of Zeus's turn, we are going to end it just because it is almost 2 o'clock. It is almost 2 o'clock with me, which is a half hour longer than I said we were gonna go.
Does the boat they're on continue to move?
Yes, it does, as they're going to be moving 40 feet still. See, look, guys, this is gonna be a walk in the park. Easy peasy. Oh, what's that coughing?
Oh my god. They can back up?
No. Why?
No, they,
I don't know why.
they broke
this-
my ankles.
I hope they're not backing up.
Bro just pulled in reverse.
Because that.
The wind just changed directions for a second there, it's fine.
There we
It happens.
go.
Why is that farther away now?
Oh no, the boats are trying to juke us.
The boats are kiting us.
Yep. They're cutting us straight to the dragon.
I will certainly try to find a way in which this is much faster. Next session, but because this is just plain ridiculous.
You know, I haven't looked at it, but this is like an actual battle. What was it? Dragonlance has like an actual system for battles. I don't know if it's any good, but I can send the instruction, like the rules to you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think this is the last one. Okay. There we go. That is the end of that. And now moving down to the fucking Acadia. I have to move sticks out of the way. Get your stupid knight out. Okay.
Oh, they had. Thanks, though. Okay. Last turn of the night, Erud.
Alrighty. So if I get, are we factoring in heights to like ranges for spells and shit?
No. No, you're fine.
All right.
For my sanity, actually, yes.
Oh.
Actually, that would make me go more insane trying to factor in that shit.
Alright. Well, I just barely can't get close enough to do pretty much anything right now. Well, let me see if I... Yeah, that
You
one's
want
a
the
little too
bonus
far away.
action, pull yourself 5 feet?
I'm 5 feet away even after that. So I will simply pull all of us 5 feet closer once again and hold and ready in action for an Eldritch Blast when enemies get in range.
Alright. Sounds good. And as the top of the round starts again with Kryn, we are gonna end the session for tonight because I can't imagine anyone wants to stay up any later or let this session go on for another several.
No comment.
I am fine to do literally an infinite amount of D&D
I know,
at any time, but I
I
recognize that normal
specifically
people need
I
to
specifically started earlier for a specific reason of ending earlier, so we're gonna
Yeah.
end. We started 2 hours earlier
It was
and then we
big
ended
time.
1 hour early. So honestly, we went longer than we normally do.
More D&D for the D&D gods.
Fair enough, yeah.
I mean,
Alright,
if
but
you
yeah.
insist.
Okay, so that I apologize that there were long periods of me just moving shit around on the board without you guys being able to contribute, but hopefully next session I
It
could probably
happens.
find a better way to do that.
It gives a sense of scale.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look through Dragonlance. I can't just find it at a glance. I know
Yeah.
there was something that involved
Hey, you
war
rhymed.
tactics. And Poet and
And
Divvy know it. I actually don't know what I rhymed, so.
Dragon Lance and Glance.
Mm,
uh, that's how tired
Clearly
I
a
am.
work of
You can
genius.
tell how. I have work in 8 hours. Anyways.
Better
Alright.
than the 4 that it normally is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's like it's like
Alright.
7, like. It's normally 7. But, alright, so. Yeah, so we will pick up right where we left off. Unfortunately, Maze wasn't able to join us tonight. Hopefully they can next session, and hopefully we can have Ishmael.
Everyone?
Hopefully everyone. That is the goal. It is always the goal. But hopefully we can have more people to actually do more stuff next session. And then they can actually roll their own initiatives.
Yippee!
Wow. But yeah, for now that is going to be the end of the session for tonight. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm tired, so I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Hey,
Whoa.
Yeah, Friday?
Shooting for next Friday. If we can't, it'll just be in 2 weeks. So I will check in
Okay.
with everyone to see if that works. Well, we'll see.
I
Alright.
know I'm
Alrighty.
gone the
Will do.
weekend of the 27th.
I know I'm good.
So I won't be
Okay.
able
But I
to be
can't
there
make it.
for that week, but next week I should be able to be there.
Oh, you won't be able to be there for the weekend of the 22nd?
27th.
27th. Okay, so
I also
would you
can't
be
make
able
the
to be there the
27th.
20th?
I can do it. Yeah, I can do next weekend, the 20th.
Okay. All right. Then we will definitely see if we can do the 20th then.
Okay.
But yeah, all right. Take care, y'all. Have a good
Good
night.
night, guys.
Alright.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Hey.
running.
Woo!
Whoa.